Good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday, March 9th, 2023. It is 10:20, my watch says, at night. Okay. This is part 16 of Bound to Lose, Destined to Win. Dad was an intelligent man who knew exactly what the Bible said. He read it from cover to cover 7 times. God had never called him to preach, but he preached anyway. And what a preacher he was. The church he attended had preaching contests, and Dad always won the prize, a ham and a turkey. He had everybody in church fooled, but one day his sins found him out. Dad was at a bar in Port Chester, New York, with one of his girlfriends. She did something that angered him, and he beat her up. When the police arrived, his glasses were broken and his face was bloody. He was hauled to jail on Thursday and released the following Tuesday. When Dad appeared in court, the judge discovered that he was married and had lied about it. When the judge learned that Dad gave his girlfriend $87 a week and his wife $15 a week, he was furious. He sentenced Dad to 6 months in jail. The incident was reported in the newspaper, and the story proved embarrassing for the Baptist church Dad attended. The jig was up. They kicked him out of the church, and he never preached again. That was the end of our free hams and turkeys. Through all of this, my mother miraculously kept the faith and always prayed over each of her children. While Dad spoke curses over us in the Creole language, Mom spoke blessings over us. When Dad told me that I had an obligation to carry on his voodoo legacy, Mom prayed. She often told me that I would grow up to be a man of God who would preach the gospel. My mother was filled with the Holy Spirit, and she had 2 weapons. One of them was prayer. She always anointed our heads with oil as she prayed for us. Her other weapon was the baptism of the Holy Spirit. She often sat in her rocking chair and prayed for us in her heavenly prayer language. It would have been easy for her to give up because when Dad caught her praying for us, he beat her. Surely it must have seemed that her prayers would never be answered. We had all kinds of sin in our family. We had thieves, witches, drug dealers, drug addicts, and Black Panthers advocates. Yet, no matter how hopeless things looked, our mother ignored the circumstances and kept praying for us. And she didn't mind telling people who tried to harm one of her children that they had better keep their hands off her child. I have never stopped thanking God for a praying mother. That's all for part 16, and that's all for chapter 1, Bound to Lose, Destined to Live, Life with a Wicked Man. Thank you for watching.